Hey everyone, this is Chef. Welcome back to Uma. Today, we're going to continue sighting in our Sakura Bakushin deck for CM9. And that starts with finding a different parent. So, I think the last parent that we grabbed yesterday is fine, but I do think that Super Creek's Unique might be a little inconsistent if we're planning on running front Bakushin because it requires somebody to be ahead of us by a length or so. And that's not guaranteed to happen if we wind up in a lobby with not very many frontrunners. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to pop over to Uma.moe. Here it is. And we're going to find ourselves a parent. So I did a little bit of browsing around for this first. We're looking for Sakura Bakushin. We want our parent to be Alcondor Passat. We're looking for Power Sparks in the range of 7 to 9, Turf in the range of 7 to 9, and I'm not being too choosy about White Sparks because there's not a ton of options. So this one is top affinity, but we're not really getting a ton from it. Like, it's good blues, good pinks, nothing else really going on here. Homestretch Haste is not that good. Prudent Positioning not that good. Derby, Victoria Mile, QE2 Cup, we don't really care. This one also has similar issues. It's a lot of Homestretch Haste Sparks, Position Pilfer Starks we don't need, Long Straightaways we don't need. But there's one down here that is 2-star Victoria Porplancha. It's also 2-star Give Mummy a Hug. And then it also has a nice spark for Ignited Spirit Speed. It has a URA Finale spark, and the affinity isn't that bad. So I think we're going to go with Newborn Fawn's El Condor Passat here. And we're going to see if they still have room on their friends list. They do. So we're going to grab that. That looks like exactly the parent I want to be running. And then the other thing that we're going to change about the deck is I want to see if we can get away with running 2 speed guards. I don't know if we can, but I'd like to find out. So we're going to run Bakushin. Our first on-board spark is going to be... Is it really just this? No, wait. That's my marker for good white sparks. I need my marker for good turf sparks. It's the cake. Yeah. I believe it was this Matikane that we were using. Speed, power. The mile sparks just make career a little easier. We get corner adept out of it. I'm pretty sure it was you. It's definitely not you. We don't need Masteral Gambit, Deep Breaths, Extra Tank, anything like that. And then we have Wit Sparks and Stamina Sparks on here. It was you. So that's going to be our onboard parent. And then over here, we're going to look for our new El Condor Passat. It's actually just this one. Is this Fawn's? Yeah, that's Fawn's. So it's a mountain of power on that. And then we have a chance to get both Mummy Creeks or Halloween Creeks unique out of that, as well as Els. Els is guaranteed because she's the parent. So our borrow is going to be Kita-san. And I would really like to get Plan X out of Bika, which means that if we want to run 4 Wit cards, we're dropping Vodka, which feels very scary because Vodka is a really nice card. We're going to think about replacing it with Dober though, because Dober is not a horrible roaming Wit card. We have 10% training effectiveness. We have additional training effectiveness from the unique perk. Friendship bonus is okay. Initial friendship gauge is great, so she's going to hit Rainbow fairly soon. We have good wit friendship recovery. We also have good mood effect. So this should be a fairly good roaming wit card. And when she shows up on wit, she'll also be giving us a decent chunk of speed as well. So we're going to try that, and we're going to see how this goes. I don't feel like this is a deck that caps speed, but I'm not sure if it does or not, and the best way to know something is to just go and try it. We know that all of these cards are max level, we checked last time, so let's send it and let's see how we do here. I think overall, our CM plan is still pretty good. We're probably going to use a similar-ish deck for Daiwa Scarlet as our second front, and then we're going to make a few adjustments for when we try and use this for King Halo as a late surger. So I really want to prioritize hints for Marvelous Sunday anytime I can. I'm targeting both Hesitant Front and Hesitant Pace, and I would love to get both of them if possible. Let's make sure anytime we see a hint, we're grabbing it. I also think I'm going to buy Straightaway Adept immediately because I want it off of her drop table. We're just going to get it out of the way. 2 on speed, 1 on wit. I'm fine taking the speed here. Let's spend a little bit of energy before we go ahead and get a recreation event. Here's all of our friends. It's a fine wit training. Certainly better than recreating, I would say. I'm waiting to see like a single spirit training or... Wow, okay, we will not be recreating today either. It's a huge wit. I'm waiting until I see like a single spirit training or a single friendship training, and at that point I'll go ahead and pull a recreation, but if it's anything better than that, I'm not doing it. This is still a fine wit. We don't really need the Kita-san hint on guts. And I want to build Biko's friendship, because Biko as our only other speed card is going to be really important for actually training speed, mechanically. We can't just rely on Vodka doing it and then letting Biko catch up later. She needs to be gold friendship by the time we hit summer break. So much so that I think I take this guts training. It works on 2 of our wit training friendships. It has a spirit training there and Biko's there. I really can't overemphasize how important I think it is to get Biko's friendship high very quickly. We don't need stamina, so we'll be taking wit. It's looking okay. Ugh, I don't know that I want to take that. I'd rather work on wit friendships right now. It's a lot of friendship progress that we're getting out of that wit training. I'm not just going to take Biko over literally anything else that's going on. It's just something that pulls me towards a training that she's at. Like here, I think I would still just take wit and the spirit training over neither. I also really need to find an opportunity. You know, this might be our opportunity to just get a free mood up, because we're full on energy, so we don't even need to gamble on branch 1. Just give me the mood up here, and then we'll let it ride until September to get the second one. 1 spirit training, 2 spirit trainings, 1 spirit training, 1 spirit training with Biko there. I'm fine taking 1 power. Bump it up a little further. It's not gonna cap, so we don't have to worry about that. Marvelous Sunday hint, I think we heavily prioritize that. That also puts Sunday at gold already. There's Hesitant Front, that's half the puzzle. No, not really if I can help it. But nothing else is very good. You know, it's fine. It's a lot of friendship progress. We can still train safely next turn. It's okay. It also does slowly help. Ooh, that's an early charming. Okay. That's very nice. This could be the run already. This could be the run. Let's have you go front. Good. I think you would have seen a grown man cry if she lost that debut. We do already have a Marvelous Sunday to gold. Like, we've made good friendship progress so far, but Charming is really going to help us clean up on it. We will have everybody to gold by the time we hit summer break. That's an incredible wit training after we hit Charming. Oh, look at those bars go up. Okay, we have Etsuko here now too. There's our free 30 energy. It's interesting. I think I'd take that, because it's a lot of energy back. I know it doesn't work on Biko, but I'm not as worried about Biko now that we have Charming. I think that's a problem that's going to solve itself. So let's make sure we keep working on our spirit training progress, and also we'd like Arden's friendship higher as well. Because she's also kind of lagging behind. That's a good guts training. That's not as good of a speed training. Well, no, well, I don't know. Like, I kind of care about Kita-san's hints a little bit. Hitting frontrunner straight would be nice. Focus would be nice. Corner adept would be nice. Hitting none of these would be nice. I don't need any of those. Versus getting Arden to burst on what is a better stat training. 18 speed versus just 6. Yeah, I talked myself out of it. I think that's a better speed training. A free plus 10 energy. A free tether, a free late searcher savvy. We're not going to be using either of those. An interesting burst. If we're only using 2 speed cards, I think I really would like to burst on speed. And I have a lot of time for this training to show up later. This is just more spirit trainings, and it works on Bika's friendship, and we're pretty high energy. I think I can take a speed training here. And then I'll just wait for it to show up on speed later. This is... we're not bursting on stamina. You must be out of your mind. This is just a wit training. It puts Marvelous Sunday to burst. It could have maybe been a race, but I don't think many of the junior year races are really that good. So I don't think we have to worry about it too much. We'll take another 5 energy out of that. I'll take another 10 wit out of that. Here's my burst on speed that I wanted. So let's go grab that. Opening Gambit, I don't think is a skill that we would want to use. I don't even know what it does. Very rude time to hit a mood down immediately after late September. Just towards the back early race on miles. Okay, we won't be using that. It's a great wit training though. I don't mind bursting on wit, although I'm pretty sure we're gonna cap it. It's friendship progress. It puts Kido-san to gold. Final push is also not something we're going to use. That's acceleration on a corner. We don't need acceleration on a corner on the CM9 track because the corner is in mid-race. We're not going to train speed. We don't really want a hint on like just Dober, although with Charming that probably does put her to gold. This might be our recreation turn, just to get mood back to great. It's fine. Do I care about speed, stam, power? Nah, I'd rather just have the skill points. We can be a little more aggressive with our energy because we're expecting to get a lot of it back out of whip training, but I don't think we need it that badly. Holy cow, what happened? We might want to work on her speed. Excuse me? We'll see about that. We burst on speed. Well, no, we burst on speed. How can our speed be that bad? Also, unfortunate mood up. Second unfortunate mood up. We did not need to recreate that turn. But there was nothing better going on either. That is a deceivingly bad speed training. That's a really good power training. Let's take Bika's friendship. Getting closer to green. We'll take 10 speed instead of losing energy. We could race this turn if we wanted. Ooh, that's good. I'd like to race this turn, but not over a training like that. I'd really like to just take care of our friendship early and then not worry about it. And then this might just be a wit training that carries us over into energy gain from early January. Sure. Then we'll get 20 back. We know that we have gold friendship wit cards right now, which means we can bank on having gold wit training show up and recover energy. I'd like to move one of you to Miles if I could. Mile D, medium A, long C, long B. Would any of you like to come down to medium? Let's do this swap. Sunday, why don't you go to longs? Even though you're B on it, I think you'll just help by being a D rank runner over there. Everybody else looking kinda shaky. I'm expecting this to be not a great prediction. Yeah, it's, well... It's close enough that I'd be willing to gamble on it, I guess. Because I really do want the early start. Ugh. We were so close. It's so many draws. It's still fine. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It gives us a little cushion for the rest of the run, too. It's okay, we'll pull it back. 2 spirit trainings, 1 spirit training, 1 spirit training. Technically more friendship gain, but I don't like what it does to my energy, so we'll just take the wit. This also puts Matikane at burst. Puts Biko at burst. It also works on Biko's friendship. This puts Arden at gold. This puts Dober at gold. I think it's either speed or wit, because we don't need guts as a stat. We've been training guts a lot. If we take this speed, it means that we kind of need our next training to be a rainbow wit to get our energy back, but I think we're reasonably likely to hit that. And we also need to be training speed with relatively high priority because we only have 2 speed cards. Like, that's just an unfortunate draw. I think this is a recreation to recover mood quick. Sure. Oh my god. What are you doing? They don't want to burst on power. We're just going to wreck again. Try and stop me. Get sad again, I dare you. I'll take power 5, wit 5. It's not a great rainbow. None of these are really that great. I guess I'll take it. And then this is going to need to be a rest, because we're way low on energy. Our rainbow wit trainings that we were expecting have not manifested. It's 5 energy, it's a mood recovery. I wonder if I'm taking mood recoveries too aggressively, because we do have a lot of them in the deck. Like, Arden gives a mood up, although we already used it. Kita-san gives 2 mood ups. Matikane gives at least 1 mood up. Marvelous Sunday gives a mood up. We have so many in the deck that maybe I should not be recreating this aggressively, because I can just expect my support cards to do it for me at some point or another. I don't know. The good news is that today's Saturday, which means I'm just going to run this back immediately after we're done with the first run, and we're going to compare results. So, if this one's not that good, the one behind it might be. I would say this is an inauspicious start so far, except for that early charming. That's a lot of good skill hits, though. We got focus out of that. We got an extra level of Victoria out of that. Here's the rainbow wits we were waiting for. So how aggressively do I want to rest right now? I guess I don't need to do it that aggressively. I can just take a wit. Because we might hit energy recovery. Yeah, like that. And then we can burst on speed. It's also a pretty good speed training regardless. It puts Haru to burst. Shifting gear is not a skill we're going to be using. We're looking for a good rainbow wit training here. This is going to siphon energy from us. We'll take guts and wit. Well, runner straightaways is a meaningful hint. We're not going to use pace strategy. I don't need 15 stam, 10 guts, but I wouldn't mind having front runner straightaways. So we'll grab it. I think that's a fine time to burst on wit. It recovers a lot of our energy. Sure. Leader's Pride I think I can use, unless that's the one that's longs only. We'll double check. I don't remember if Leader's Pride is long only. I think it is. No, it's frontrunner. Okay, we'll definitely take that. We don't need it now. It might get cheaper. But we'll probably end up taking that closer to the end of the run. Okay. So far, so good. This is also getting us all of the sprint shoes that we need to upgrade her potential, which is something else that we wanted to do today. That's an interesting bit training. And nothing else looks much better. Give me all that spirit training progress on that. We do need to keep leveling our facilities up. We already bought straightaway adept, so give me the energy and mood. That's not as good. None of these are very good. So this puts Arden to gold before summer break. This would be risky. So we can take this. I'm thinking whether we take this or we rest, because resting guarantees that we come into summer break with full energy. Taking this wit training guarantees that we come into summer break with all 4 of our wit cards at rainbow, though. And what that means is that if we roll good wit trainings in summer break, they're going to take care of our energy recovery anyway. This is the point of running wit decks, is so that you can aggressively manage your energy like this without having to rest. So I'm going to trust in the deck doing what it is built to do, and we'll take the wit training and we'll come into summer break at just a hair over half energy, with the expectation that we'll hit a few double, triple, maybe even quadruple rainbow wit trainings and get all of that energy back. We'll see if that actually pays off for us, but I think, in theory, it should. Biko's not a gold yet, huh? We should probably take care of that. This is also just better for spirit training. Speed Eater's mild, so we're not going to be using that. This takes care of Biko really nicely. So Biko's gold now. There's also Hesitant Pace. So we have both of the debuff skills we were looking for. I don't think this is really looking like an ace run right now, but it is nice to have them. We could have raced today. This is not a good speed training. This is not a good power training. This is not a good wit training. This might end up being a race day. There's so many races in summer that we haven't won either. So let's take the opportunity to grab a trophy and to get our fan count up a little bit, because I would guess it's probably lacking right now. We're probably going to need to run a few more races closer to the end of the year as well. I don't think this will be any problem at all, though. We've got quite a bit of guts, because we've taken like 3 or 4 guts trainings just by virtue of them being good. And that's going to help cover any stamina issues we might have running like 1600, 1800 meter miles. Position keep ending soon-ish. Probably right about now. I don't see any scary runners in the back. I see a vodka that could maybe hit cut and drive, but she's looking pretty boxed in right now. She's looking almost completely boxed in right now. Actually, never mind. She's going to be too far ahead to hit cut and drive here. Wow, this is a funky track. We've been on that straight for a long time, and we only just now hit late race. Get to the finish. Vodka's very fast behind you. We're gonna lose this race. No, we're gonna win this race. Never mind. We're good, we're chilling. Oh, that looks scary for a little bit. By a neck? Nah, I was never worried about it. We were in control the whole time. Getting 9 power out of that is also very nice. We'll take power out of our summer camp event. I don't want to burst on stamina. Also, where are my rainbow wit trainings? I would like to know. At least this puts Biko to burst, but that was a fairly unproductive summer break. Speed power, wit, all to 3. I don't really feel the need to burst on wit right now, but I do want to use it up before we get to our Unity Cup round at the end of the year. It's also just good spirit training progress on Rice and Asian Flash. Okay, I'm not touching it. That's also the 3rd time we've hit that specific mood down event this run. I don't think I'm not gonna buy anything. We don't need to buy anything until the end of the run. We don't need to worry about it. We'll just let our stats carry us through. Fine. Doesn't matter, it's fine. We're not worrying about it. Mood up? No, just energy, but I'll still take it. We gotta think about what races we're gonna run here, because we're only at 32k. I think we need to do Mile Championship. I think we need to do Swan Stakes. I think we need to do Hanshin Cup. We probably need to do all three of those. That's a massive speed training. I wish we were a great mood instead of good mood, but that's a great training. We would really... Wow, I can't pass up a double rainbow speed, though. That's as good as our deck gets. We're going to have to give up on... I think we might have to give up on a level of our unique. Because I can't pass that training up. That's too good. I don't think there's any good sprints early November. Yeah, there's literally no sprints early November. Let's do a little bit of energy management here. Just to make sure we're rebuilding when we can. And then I'd really like to run the Mile Championship today if I'm allowed to. I would run the Mile Championship over single rainbow trainings. Because we might hit a mood up from this. We'll see. There it is. Okay. A stroke of good luck. Our fortunes are turning. A double rainbow wit. Our fortunes are reversing. I feel life returning to my body. There's curvature. We are giving up a pretty lackluster speed training and nothing else to run in the Hanshin Cup. I think we do that for sure. This puts us to 60k, and then winning the Takamatsu no Maya in senior year puts us to 70k. So we will still be able to get all of our unique levels. We don't care about gambling on energy. It's the end of the year. We're about to get plus 30. What is Ryan doing on Miles? What is Arden doing on Miles? What the heck? Where are my mile runners at? Do I have any? Hello? None of you can sprint. You all need to go on medium. What am I supposed to do about this? I have like 7 medium runners. Any of you switch hitters on dirt and turf? No, so you need to stay there. I can't touch you. Alright, you know what? It's all going to be up to Daitaku Helios because I don't have anybody else to throw on Miles. That's just the way it goes. Did they like change the way that you get Unity Cup team members recently? Because I haven't remembered having this problem before. Oh my god. Okay, this run is washed. No, it can still come back. That one's not even my fault. Like, I don't have runners with a mile aptitude. I mean, I do, but then I'm putting, like, Arden on sprint, so it's like, what? Why? It's a fine speed training. This will still be a useful run for helping us figure out where our stats wind up running double speed. We can use that to inform our decisions going forwards. There's plan X, so we've gotten all the hints we want at least. Single rainbow speed versus not really anything else happening. That seems fine. Possible that could have been a race, but I'll take the speed. A burst on speed? I don't have the energy for that, unfortunately. This may need to be our first rest. Like, we could race, but if we race at minus 20 energy, we're in such a hole that not even Rainbow Wit can pull us out of it. So give me our first rest of the run. I think that's our first rest anyway. It might be our second rest. It's an okay burst. I still feel like I should be bursting on speed and possibly power. There's a race today that we haven't won, but it's an 1800. That might be a little long for us. I'll just take the burst on wit. It's fine. Okay. Intimidate's also a nice hint. Holy cow. The hints that we've got in this run have been crazy. This is a race. Give me the Ocean Stakes. We haven't won it before. And it's a sprint. We want to get sprint shoes so we can upgrade potential. We got Hesitant Front, Hesitant Pace, Intimidate. We've gotten all of the gold skills we wanted. Like, our luck on hints has been really good. Late start should not be a huge deal breaker for a G3. I think we'll be A-okay. A textbook advance by Sakura Bakushin after having a late start and being like 7th at the start of the race. Your words, not mine. Pace down's already ending. Late race coming up. It's a very fast moving current gen. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine. We're making a distance. We've got enough power to win a G3. Good. +1 trophy. +1 sprint shoes. I think, yeah, the sprint shoes are guaranteed. Okay. The champion can go even faster. Guts is whatever. We'll just take the skill points. We don't need right-handed. Chukyo is a left-handed track. Speak of the devil, this is literally the track the next CM is on. Good. I think we're going to have enough sprint shoes at the end of this run to upgrade potential, which will be nice. This is a lot of sprints. Sprint, 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 mile. That's another 4 pairs of shoes. We've already gotten like 3 or 4 already. I only think we needed like 6. Mile Spark, Mile Spark? It's not like really what we're looking for. That's a crazy amount of sparks though. Like skill sparks. Alright, so we know a few things now. We know that Victoria Porplancha will not be getting cheaper, so we can book that in. Let's knock that out. Everything else could potentially get cheaper. That is a... Well, that's actually a better speed training. I was going to say it's a better wit training because of the spirit trainings, but actually there's just as many on speed, so we'll take that. Team rank B is a pretty poor indictment of how well we've done this run. We'll take a double rainbow wit to recover energy a bit. We are at speed 4. It's a triple rainbow wit. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. If you don't mind. Single rainbow wit. Nothing else really going on anywhere. Do I care about Arden's hints? No, not at all. The only one I kind of care about is left-handed, but I could just get that from racing. Never mind, there's no good races today. Yeah, I'll take 1 power training. It's good spirit training progress. Okay, there it is. Holy cow, if we can keep this skill luck going into the next career, oh man. I have a lot of complaints about like the state of our mood this run and our Unity Cup team, but I have none complaints about the quality of skill hints that we've gotten. Okay. Extra shoes. Before we end this run, I'm actually going to go double check how many shoes we need, because I want to make sure that we hit it this run. So CBC, Centaur Stakes, Sprinter Stakes, that is 3 sprint races that we are guaranteed to get shoes out of. I am going, well, after I get through Unity Cup, because I can't leave a career during Unity Cup, but I want to go double check how many more shoes we need. I want to have enough after this run ends so that we can upgrade potential. Good. Good stuff. Alright, let's go take a peek. Where are you, Bakushin? There you are. We want to go to 4. We need 4 more pairs of shoes. We need to run 1 extra sprint. It's a good thing we checked. Because if I would have been at 104 out of 105, I would have been very sad. Alright, we just have to schedule 1 more. And given that we know this run is probably kind of a wash anyway, let's try and find one during summer break, so that we can unlock the trophy and then never run it again. As soon as we see a bad training, we're out there. That is not a bad training. We'll be taking that. Preferred position, not a hint we need. That's also a pretty good training, but that's also a pretty good training, and it recovers energy. I don't need Sunday hints anymore, because we have Hesitant Front and Hesitant Pace. So we'll just take the Wit training to recover energy. A single rainbow Wit. Is this your time? Is this your time to find a race? A turf sprint that you haven't won? 2 turf sprints that you haven't... Oh no, you've won that one. Yeah, let's knock you out. And then this, assuming we win, which we should at this point, our stats are very good. This should be the last pair of sprint shoes that we need. And then we can upgrade potential at the end of the run, before we start the next one. So far so good. A quickly moving Koran-chan behind us again. But I don't think it's going to be good enough. Position keep is ending. Late race transition soon. Hide making her debut as a sprinter, apparently. And off we go. There's power kicking in. Good unique activation. Just how we want to do it in the CM. A little bit of a wasted straightaway adept, but it is what it is. +1 trophy, +1 shoes. That takes care of potential. We should be A-okay now. And then this level of energy is fine. We're just looking for rainbow wit trainings. After this race, anyway. Good. Sprinter stakes after this, and then we have 5 turns of training before the end of the run. I think our speed is like 900 right now, 885. It's gonna be close. And it's worth keeping in mind when we're thinking about how well this deck did, that we hit Charming very early in the run. And it's not going to be the case that that happens every time. So when we're thinking about the stat gains we're getting out of this, this is probably slightly above average stat gains for what this deck can do. We'll see how close we are to 1200 at the end of it, though. Rainbow Wit. We're taking this for energy. Probably also taking this for energy. I'm not really looking at anything except for wit and speed until the end of the run, basically. We'll burst on speed. That also puts Smart Falcon to burst, which is nice. Prepared to Pass is not something we're going to use. Team Rank A. We're going to lose to Zenith, but then we're going to win the finals because we're not going to hit Team Rank S. I'm just calling it now. Okay. Good energy recovery. We would ideally like to go speed here and then wit late December. We'll see if that can actually manifest though. We've manifested it. That looks great. And then for our final 3 turns, we're looking at doing like wit, speed, wit. If possible. Nobody... Well, no, we have one person to beat. We have a B-rank King Halo. We have Kawakami Princess on Sprint doing who knows what. You're supposed to be on mediums. How am I going to get you to mediums? Like, I can go to mile, but you're even worse at running miles than you are at running mediums. None of you can run miles. I think you just stay on turf. What a weird Unity Cup team. Oh my god, it's the worst prediction I've ever seen. It's all triangles and an X. Holy cow, that is not the run. Alright, well at least we don't have to worry about that in the final round. I think I can go wit here for the energy. Hope that we see a double rainbow on speed, and then take another wit. Okay. Semis. No training. I guess we just roll wit again, and we wait to see a rainbow training on the final turn to preserve energy. It's wit 5. I don't think this deck is better. I think that 0 limit break Biko is really holding us back. Like, if we had max limit break Biko, maybe there's a world where this works. But the friendship gain is just too slow unless we hit Charming. And even here we hit Charming, we're only gonna get to like 1080. It's possible there's a better high roll in this. We should run it one more time. We should run it one more time just so we can get an idea of whether we high rolled or low rolled on it. Because it felt like we didn't actually hit a ton of good wit trainings. And good wit trainings also pull your speed up. And we also had to deal with a ton of random mood downs in the middle of the run. We'll run the same deck back with no changes, even though I actually think it's worse than the triple speed deck right now. But this will be our opportunity to know that for sure. Alright, so where are we going to wind up here? We're going to wind up at like 1080, 1080. Yeah, 1080, 1050 basically. And then this power is dismally low because we're down to 2 speed cards instead of 3. As far as skills go, we'll just pretend that this is like a CM candidate, even though it's not. We'll take fast-paced. Final push doesn't do anything. The final corner is not in late race, so we don't need acceleration there. Sprinting gear's fine. It's a little gambly, but it's fine. We take hesitant front, hesitant pace. We take plan X as one of our good acceleration skills. We take intimidate, and that's gonna be it. What are we missing? We're missing front straights. We're missing leader's pride. And that's about it. So we also know that we want to run 3 or 4 more races than we did on this run, in order to buy everything we want. Even more if, like, we had gotten Halloween Creek's unique from Sparks. 1 stem, 2 sprint is not something we're going to use. We ran 19 races. We ran 19 and we probably want to run like 22? Good lord. Okay. That's doable. We can find a way to do that. Let's try and run it back, though. We're going to go upgrade potential, and then we're going to run it back. Take my event coins. I'm not going to worry about Carnival right now. We'll do that afterwards. That's a daily thing. Show me potential levels. Show me Bakushin. Take me to 4. Oh, we get to choose from running the Unity Cup finale. I forgot. Either way, we want all of this stuff. Huge lead is fine. We're probably not going to buy it because I can't guarantee that she's going to be in the lead specifically, but Turbo Sprint is good. Countermeasure is also good. It's just going to make Plan X cheaper. If we can manage to get some hints for it. So we'll grab that, and then we're going to go right back into it. Exact same parents, exact same deck. I just want to see if we can high roll this deck a little more to see how close it comes to our previous attempt. And if it doesn't, then we know that we need to drop Dober for our Vodka as our speed card again. But that's what we want to learn from this process. No, no, well, maybe. You're not bad. Yes. No. No. It's fine. I'm not recreating for this whole run. We have so many mood ups from our cards that I'm not going to recreate. Unless the training is horrible. That's a good speed. We could also potentially just hit early charming again. It's actually an event that Bakushin has access to. It's not even coming from a support card. It's okay. Okay. It's also okay. I think the speed's probably best here. It's got the most spirit training on it. We don't really need Biko hints, as nice as they are for generating friendship. I would rather have wit than guts, so we'll take wit. Not a great speed. It's not a great power. It's a fine enough wit. We'll just take the friendship progress on it. We want wit from you instead of stamina. We want a Marvelous Sunday hint. And it looks better than everything else that's going on. So let's grab that. Show me hesitant front or hesitant pace. Ramp up? Not going to be buying that. I don't think we're going to be passing people mid-race unless something has gone wrong in our plan. We'll take speed instead of taking energy down. That is a power that is totally worth rolling in. It's a ton of friendship progress, and it's quite a bit of spirit training as well. That's also pretty good. 13% is getting down there for failure rate, though. I'll gamble on it. Son of a... Alright, well... It's okay, we can still pull it back. We may want to think about recreating this. Let's rest. Let's recreate, because we could hit energy up from a recreation. Okay, it's mostly fixed. Here's a mood up from Kita-san. We're back in it, kind of. No, definitely not. It's not worth it. Just take the wit. Preserve your energy. As good as that stamina training was, it's just not worth it to train stamina at all. Here's our other mood up. Okay. We're right back in it. We failed one fairly good training, but that's not enough to take us out. That's probably a wit training we're going to end up taking. There's nothing else going on here at all. Just keep building friendship of your wit supports. We're into debut. I don't think we have anything to buy. Yeah, we don't need to buy anything. So let's just jump in. You are a frontrunner, lest you forget. Good. Okay, so not ideal for a start. Failing a training is kind of annoying. But all told, not bad. 10 speed. Good. Good wit training. You should look at other options just in case, but it's hard to imagine a world where we don't take that training. That's all of our wit supports in the same place, all getting friendship. That's also pretty good. Yeah, we're definitely taking that one too. It's just good spirit training, it's good friendship progress. There's Hesitant Front. So we buy Hesitant Front now to take it out of Sunday's hint pool. Because we don't really care about 2 more hints for it. We want to make it more likely that she gives us a hint for Hesitant Pace. Not good enough? Not good enough. None of these are good enough. Is there a race today? No, well, there is, but not a good enough one. I guess we take this anyway. We are pretty full on energy right now, and it's one of our wit cards that we're trying to get to max friendship. Early Charming, okay. We're getting things to line up. Not good enough. Maybe good enough because Biko is there. This puts Sunday to burst and a gold. We'll take this. Let's get our wit cards online early, and then we can fix Biko later. No. No. So we'll just burst on speed. We didn't cap speed last time, which means we need to be bursting on speed more often than we were. Which probably means bursting on wit less. Huge training. Don't even look at other options. We will be Team Carrot. There are no good hints for sprinters. No good team names for sprinters, rather. Good wit training. Anybody else doing anything? Hey, this puts Dober and Kitasan to gold because we have Charming. But this puts Arden to gold, and it works on Biko, and it gives us a burst. So this is going to be better. Good. It works on Biko. Yeah, I still don't mind that either. Because this puts Kitasan to gold. Focus Hint is nice. I actually think I'll just buy that now. At hint level 3. Let's get it out of the pool of available things that the game can give us. It's also insurance against losing random races to slow start. Not good enough to keep us from losing that, but... So we're looking to train once, and we'd really like to run one of the mile races early December for the skill points. The more we can prioritize G2s and G3s, the better off we're going to be. Given our energy, this is a power training that I don't mind taking. It's going to put Dober to gold, and it gives us a little bit of spirit training. There is nothing else interesting going on anywhere, so we'll just take a power training. I'm so happy to see a plus 30 energy. Single rainbow on speed, burst on power is not where we want to spend. All of these trainings are bad. What a beautiful day to run a mile. But a beautiful day to come third in a mile. Stamina issue, power issue. Okay. Hey, we still get skill points out of it, which is fine. And even if we hit minus 30, we get energy back at the new year. A Biko hint is going to be great for building friendship. And it also just looks like the best training available overall. It also puts Kitasan to burst. Meticulous measures, probably not something we're using, although I should double check and make sure it's not one of those weird lane change skills that also gives you acceleration. We can check that closer to the end of the run. We have an E Kitasan on long, we have a D Sunday on medium, we have us on sprint. It's an okay chance. Surely we can't tie/lose the first round twice, come on. Okay. Wow, okay, sure. I think that's one of the weirdest Unity Cup rounds I've seen in a while, but a win is a win. It's literally Marvelous Sunday doing that alone. Everybody else did not contribute at all. And then we can take 20 energy here, build ourselves back up. We would really like to prioritize friendship right now to get everybody ready to go into summer break. There's nobody anywhere, and there's there's Miles today. We haven't won the fairy stakes either. Let's go win a race. Good day for a race. Because those trainings were not good. Late start, that's fine. So that's failing the wit check for focus, and then also getting a late start, for those of you keeping track at home. Focus is not guaranteed like a green skill is. You still have to pass a wit check for it. Fortunately, we've still managed to get to the front here, so it doesn't matter too much. A lot of people hitting pace down right before it ends. I love to see that. Although I still don't like how close these other runners are to me. Actually, maybe I do, because we need somebody close to us in order to hit Bakushin's unique. Like that. Yeah. Actually, I think this is fine. It's going to carry a little bit of velocity into the late race, and then we're going to dunk on the rest of the front runners. We should be fine here. Yeah, we'll be good. I don't think Akabono is catching us from there. I don't think Vodka's catching us from there, even though she's moving very quickly. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay, +1 trophy. +1 trophy, also skill points. Good. Good. Winter Runner is a relevant hint. Single rainbow speed, nobody else there. Single rainbow wit that works on Fuku. We take that for the friendship. Not enough to get her to gold. We're gonna need to train with her one more time. Burst on power is not what I'm interested in, but a double rainbow on wit is looking real nice because it works on Biko as well. We take that. Bonus wit, bonus skill points. It's fine. There's so many mood ups that we haven't seen in the deck yet. Another double rainbow wit. I think we take it even though it's worse on spirit training. We could take this guts, it's not good. We could take this power, it's also not good. I think we just take this wit. Show me a mood up. That's not a mood up. Burst on speed is exactly where we want to be spending bursts. This takes us into Spring Stakes, and then it takes us into Inheritance, and then it takes us into Oka Show if we wanted to run the Oka Show. Speed to 3, good. Second is fine, it's okay. We can tank that. The important thing is that we're getting stats and skill points out of it. And then this is potential Oka Show day, if we don't see good trainings. Show me, give Mommy a hug. No? Okay. I'll take 90 power. That's also fine. Single rainbow speed, single rainbow wit, but a speed that works on Biko's friendship. I don't think I can run the Oka Show overtaking this. I need to work on Biko's friendship to get her to gold before summer break. I need to train with her 2 more times in like the next 5 turns. We'll take a +5 energy. Wit to 3. Single rainbow wit, nothing on stam, nothing on speed. Potential race day. Never mind, there's no G3s or better. We'll just take the rainbow wit and refill energy a bit then. I'm not recreating. I expect my deck to recreate for me. See? I told you. That's what I'm talking about. Some Heart of the Cards type S. Take this speed training because it works on Biko's friendship. And then we may need to rest early June because I think we're so low on energy that even Rainbow Wit is not going to help. Okay. We've won 60 G3 races in career. Good. You know what? Maybe we can. Because that takes us back to half energy. And then if we see another double, that's intimidating too. If we see another double rainbow or better on Wit, single rainbow, dude, honestly, that might be good enough because it puts Fuku to burst and it puts her to gold friendship. Interesting. I did not think we were going to recover that much energy. But here we are. Everybody has the aptitude they're supposed to have, and we're Ds across the board except for Mile. I could move to Mile, and Taiki could move to Sprint. I don't know if I'm better than you. 444, 313, 410. 499, 411, 538. I think I actually am I should be around a D rank runner right now. So this should be okay. Okay-ish. I'm probably the weak link. That's a good enough prediction that I'm fine taking top. We've been keeping up on bursts. Yeah, we're chilling. Alright, we're actually ahead of the curve on Unity Cup this time, which is nice. Big stat gains, big facility gains. 2 new runners. Really nice burst on speed. That takes care of Biko's friendship. Let's lock that in. Both of our speed cards are now online. And then here we're looking at Wit training or a full rest. I would gamble on training that. It gives us a little bit back, and we could still roll Wit again next turn. No, definitely not. No, okay, this is just going to be a full rest. Well, what do the races look like? Not amazing. Yeah, just take a full rest. It's like 10 power out of that. Single rainbow speed. Yeah, we take a single rainbow speed. Marvelous Sunday's there and has decent loot effect. So we'll get some extra stats out of that. It's also decent for spirit training. We'll take guts and skill points. We don't need a Nakayama race hint. Or Nakayama course hint, rather. Double rainbow speed. Wow, the spirit training, though. Oh. Is it crazy that this might be a wit training instead of a speed training because we still need to progress spirit training? I don't think it's crazy. Like, it preserves our energy. This is dicey if we get a better speed training next turn because it means we can't take it. Whereas this is energy recovery and it's better spirit training progress, even though it's worse speed. But we're at 600 speed coming out of summer break, which is roughly paced for capping it. So we should be okay. I'm not even commenting on the fact that it's a mood down. It's the unhappiest Bakushin that's ever lived. She actually just doesn't want to be here. And then how are we looking on fans? We're at 45. So we're looking at you. We're looking at you. And we're looking at you. There's 3 potential things to do. We should only need 2 of those 3, probably. Actually, if there's a good sprint today, we might do it. There's an 1,800 meter mile. There's a second 1800 meter. I'll gamble on it. Even if we come in second, it's still skill points. Okay, easy. Easy, easy, easy. So now we only need to run one of these. It also fixed our mood. That is probably not worth a 13% fail chance. I'll just take the wit. I think getting the energy back here is better than doing a race, because we are at like 50 energy right now. I want to see one big wit training to really fix our energy up. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be you. It's not going to be you. There are no good sprints today. This may be a rest, just to take care of our energy for the rest of the year. Because then we can go all out on these last 3 turns. Never mind. So this is definitely better than the Mile Championship. They should have trusted my deck and just taken that wit, even though it was a bad wit. Also, that's I'm on tilt now. Hold on, I gotta bring it back in. That was a free 5 wit that we just passed up on. We have to realign our chakras. Is there a race today? Not really. You've never won this one before. It's gonna be good enough to put you at 60. Yeah, you're right. Let's go grab a trophy. Those trainings aren't amazing. We're also playing too fast. We're playing fast and it's leading to mistakes. So we need to dial it back a little bit. Look, we should have... Let's review mistakes, right? We should have trusted our deck. We've been talking about trusting our deck for this entire video so far. And we failed to trust our deck on 1 turn, and then we were immediately and irrevocably punished for it. Where we had the opportunity to get 35 energy for free from events, which is basically like an entire turn and a half worth of energy, and we couldn't capitalize on any of it because we decided to rest instead of just taking a wit at half energy. That's a mistake. That is categorically a mistake when we're running a deck that has 4 wit cards in it. So we need to clean that up. And then we also need to keep an eye on how we make our decisions when our energy is high or full, because we should be spending energy aggressively at that point, knowing that we're going to be training on rainbow wits in the future that are going to give us energy back. I mean, obviously, if it's like an extra energy event, or an extra training event when you're at full energy, you might as well just take the extra stats, because the bottom option does literally nothing. So we need to clean up. We're allowing ourselves to get tilted by Bakushin's mood going down all the time, and it's leading to a less productive run. So let's realign here. We absolutely gamble. Even hitting minus 20 doesn't matter there. We don't burst on stamina. We don't take that power. We don't take that wit. We don't take that speed. This is a perfectly good day for the Hanshin Cup. Continue building skill points. Good. Also good. Extra fans. 9 stamina is not what we need, but it's fine. We're taking those for skill points, not for stats. Team is C rank across the board, and everybody is A, except for Haru not really knowing how miles work, but like mostly knowing how miles work. And then if we win this round, we can take middle option before summer break next year. Huge. So we've ramped up on Unity Cup as fast as we can. We're dialed in. We are fine taking 30 energy here because we've spent down. We need to spend aggressively here because we have Raffle coming up next turn. So we're going to take a burst on speed, even though this is a good wit training, just for the sake of using up a burst and spending energy. Again, we're going to need to double check what Meticulous Measures actually does. There's our energy refund, and now we can go back to playing normally. Single rainbow speed, single rainbow wit. Wit is probably fine right now, and I'd rather cap speed, and Etsuko's going to give us a little extra speed being here, so let's take the speed and assume that Wit training will show up later. We're fine on Fan Threshold here. In fact, we might be fine on Fan Threshold for Fan Fest. Yeah, we are, because we ran so many at the end of last year. These are the kinds of turns where we can just recover energy for free, because there's nothing better going on. We can still recover energy here because we're fairly low. We can still recover energy here because the rest of these trainings do not look that good. Although this could also be a race day. An 1800 meter mile that we haven't won, that's a G2. We know that we can run 1800s. So let's take that. If we're close to full energy, I really don't mind just taking a race. We have significant frontrunner competition here with Suzuka and Twin Turbo. We want to be a little careful of spot struggle here because we may actually drain our own stamina too much to finish the race. We also want to be careful with Rushed. Rushed could be devastating as well. Because I think we're going to be right on the margin of having enough stamina to finish. Mid-race pace looks great though because our wit is so high. Position keep is ending, but we're miles ahead of anybody else. So it's not really an issue. Late race transition now. Let's see how acceleration is looking. Let's see how power is looking. Pretty good. Precedent front is going to be devastating for Suzuka. We just get to pull away for free now. And that should be that. So that's another trophy in the bag. Very good. Very, very good. Another 50 carats. Getting closer to thinking about pulling on that fine motion banner that's coming up in March. Not exactly sure what I want my pull plan to be right now, but that's an option. 20 energy, we don't really need that. I'm fine spending down energy on speed because we're passing so many turns on wit right now. So if we see a single rainbow speed come up, we might probably need to take it. Just because we do only have 2 speed guards. Good. A hint for Chukyo is interesting, but we don't need the stamina. So we're not going to buy that even though it's relevant. There's a world where, like, if we had groundwork, we might want to think about taking it, but we haven't seen groundwork at all. Sky High Teo step hint is not Mummy Creek hint. But we do know that we can buy Victoria per plancha now. Because we know it's not going to get any cheaper. So we'll book you in. Done. All of you look very bad. What do you think about racing today? Anything we haven't won? No, it's just these 3. I'll take a G2. Don't mind a G2 at all. We're gonna have a lot of skill points at the end of this. -5 would be huge here. -20 is fine. This is okay on wit. It puts Rice Shower and Smart Falcon to burst, which is nice. And more importantly, it preserves our energy for later turns, rather than taking a full rest. If this is a burst on wit, I'd probably take it for the energy recovery. Yeah, I take you for the energy recovery for sure, and then it also puts Inari 1 to burst. And then if we see like 2 Rainbow Wit trainings May late June early, I think we're looking great for summer break. That's 1. And then if we see a rainbow training early June, I'll take another 5 energy for sure. And if we see a rainbow early June, no? Well, fair enough. So we could do the Yasuda Kinen today. There's a G1. It burns energy, but we only have a 3-turn summer break in senior year anyway, and they could be wit trainings, which would give us energy back. Actually, check and see if there's stuff you haven't won. You haven't won the Epsom Coat. Nah, you should focus on a G1 when it's available. We can unlock other trophies in like a parent one later or something like that. Okay. -5 would be huge here. Oh, baby. Alright, we are set up pretty well for summer break. Good. And then goal race 3. After the Unity Cup round. Have a B rank Smart Falcon on dirt. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Looking fine. God, am I brave enough to take top? It's not a bad prediction. Hey, how gambly do you want to get, realistically? I don't need to be that gambly. Take the safe option. I'm a coward. I'm a big scared coward who takes the middle option once every run. Sure. Let's lock in the guaranteed points. It's going to get you pretty close to team rank S. No, you're still B. Never mind. I didn't realize we were that far back still. I guess that's what happens when you only really let yourself train like 2 stats. You have like great spirit trainings on stamina and power and guts, and you really just like don't pay attention to them at all because they're not stats you want. I wonder if we should be doing sprint ace runs in Unity Cup. Or in a URA finale. Especially because we're targeting specific hints out of Marvelous Sunday. It's interesting to think about. I'll take a burst on speed. Because our speed is a little lower than I would like it to be right now. Countermeasure's a good hint. I wish you were a burst on wit. But you're not. I'm going to take a full rest here, even though it breaks my rule, because you can't get support card events during summer break. So we don't have to worry about getting startled by one of them, and then we get a beautiful double rainbow on speed to reward us for our play. I don't even care what the wit training is. I want speed to be capped before anything else. The other thing, by the way, is that these are supposed to be CM Ace runs. We haven't seen Turf S on any of the 3. So they're all kind of a wash at the end of the day anyway, but at least we're learning things about the deck so that later on when we do have a good run show up, we're ready to take advantage of it. Centaur stakes down. Sprinter stakes after this, and then we have 5 turns before the UC finale. And then the final 3 URA finale turns. I don't mind gambling on energy here, honestly. We're pretty late in the run. We're not guaranteed to see the back half of that event show up. We'll take it anyway. Good. I don't think we should need to run any extra supplementary races past this point. Right-handed, Moxie, Hot Topic, all things we're not going to use. Rainbow Wit, sure. Recovers energy. Rainbow Wit? Yeah, it's better than a single rainbow speed. Preserve the energy. Especially because it's a double. We're still getting 12 speed out of that. It's fine. will live. A burst on wit, it's not ideal, but we're really coming to the end of the run, so we probably should. There's no guarantee that we'll get to use that on speed specifically. And then Mile Championship. Last goal race. Boom. So career goal's done. We're at full energy with 2 turns to go. We can train if we want, because we're expecting to hit Rainbow Wits in the last 3 turns of the finale. That is a completely wasted event. That's very sad. Burn energy here, because you'll get some back later just from taking wit trainings. We also only need about 100 more speed to cap speed for this run. Like, I think you take that training as well, just to keep moving speed up. It's possible. It is possible that we could cap speed this run with 2 speed cards. With Biko at no uncaps. There's a lot of B rank runners. We have Bs in almost every category. I don't think I have anybody I can move to Turf Miles. None of you do that. Can I move an Ari to sprints? No, she doesn't sprint. That's probably the best we can do then. Our miles are just going to struggle a bit. But this should be a decent team. We're taking on Zenith. Good. 4-1. A marked improvement from the previous run. Plus 8 to everything. And then we have 3 turns. Again, we're looking at something like wit, speed, wit. Would be our ideal 3 trainings to take in these final turns. A burst on speed early is going to make our next wit training pretty shaky, but there's no guarantee that we're going to see a burst on speed ever again, so our last 2 trainings need to be wit. And the next wit training is going to be very uncertain, because we are quite low on energy. But we'll try it. Also, if there's no good trainings, we'll just rest. Okay. Plus 12 to all. Semis. Show me Rainbow Wit. It's not Rainbow Wit. Then we take a rest. What is my failure chance here? 28? Yeah, we take a rest. That is not an ideal way to spend our energy in the final 3 turns, but this also does mean that if we see a good speed training on the last turn, we can take it. Okay. And then 1 turn to go. No rainbows again. Brutal. Potential Marvelous Sunday hint, though. Show me Hesitant Pace. Tail Held High? I'll still take it, probably. We do have a lot of mid-race stuff, so past this point, nothing else is getting cheaper. Nah, I'll just wait until the end. We should be fine to just beat them on raw stats here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's go buy our final stats, or final skills, and then we'll see how these 3 Bakushin that we've put up over the last 24 hours stack up against one another. No Turf S means we're going to be rebuilding them again. I may do those offline, because I've shown you my thinking around multiple different deck types, and around multiple different inheritances, and we've seen how they play out, and past this, it's just going to be time investment, so I may do that time investment on my own, because you've seen the template already. Winter Runner we definitely want. We don't need any of those uniques. It's on, no stopping me, you're going to be a little unreliable. Fast-paced is good. Turbo Sprint is good. Countermeasure is good. Oh, we never got Plan X. Intimidate is good. Let's also go check Meticulous Measures quick. We'll go to Game Torah. We will throw it up in the browser capture. We'll head over to Database, Skills, Metic. What do? You are lane movement speed and also acceleration. But when do you happen? You happen in distance type 1, which is sprint only. You happen in phase random 1, which is a random point in mid-race. Mid-race acceleration doesn't do anything. Now, it is possible. How long does meticulous measures last? It's a 4-second skill. So it's possible that it could show up in the 4 seconds before the transition to late race, but I think that's fairly unlikely, so we're probably going to skip it for now, because we've got other stuff we'd like to get instead. Ignited Spirit Speed is fine. Actually, maybe we don't have other stuff we'd like to get. You know what? Actually, we don't have anything else to get, so we can get meticulous measures. Give me you, and then with 161, we can get a second rank of Winter Runner and waste a ton of skill points. That's unfortunate, but it does tell us that this is probably the right number of races to run. Because we could get pretty much everything we wanted, and even meticulous measures we didn't really want. Like, if we had Plan X, I think... Wow. Okay, I didn't think that was getting to A+, but sure. Also, it's 3-star Ignited Spirit Speed. It's too bad the rest of your sparks are not good. I did not think that run was that good. Yeah, we want to aim for between 20 and 22 races for these ace runs. That's the number of races it feels like we need in order to buy all of the skills that we want to get, and still come pretty close to capping our stats. So that's been informative, especially because I don't think any of those runs have been particularly good RNG. So let's go take a look at the 3 Bakushins that we've made over the course of the last day or two. We have this one that was 12,488. Give Mummy a Hug I don't think is super reliable. Left-handed Winter Runner, both at 2 ranks, is a ton of extra speed. But if we can't actually get to top speed, it's not really going to help us that much. And the only acceleration we have here is Plan X, if Give Mummy a Hug doesn't activate. So that's not ideal. They are 1200 speed here, 930 wit, 893 power. You, bad RNG. I don't think this is really one that's worth looking at all. Hesitant Front, Hesitant Pace, Intimidate is great, but like, it's not a runner that's going to win. And then you are almost speed cap, 790, 991. The skills are okay. We got Hesitant Front, we never got Hesitant Pace, we got Intimidate. It really looks like this is the better deck to be running right now. It just consistently gets us to speed cap, and it's also better for building power. And wit is fine. Like, the higher wit we have, the faster we are going to be in mid-race, but it's not a huge difference maker. It's not like it's something that's going to win us the race in general. And as long as we're over 600, we're still getting as much skill activation as we need. So that really pulls me towards using the 3-speed 3-wit deck for the rest of our ace runs, instead of trying to make this 2-speed 4-wit deck work. I think if we had better cards, that's the kind of thing that would be available to us, but for now, I don't think it's really what we want to be doing. So we've learned something about our ace runs, which is nice. I'm probably going to do a few of those off camera, now that you know how the deck works, and then I can keep you appraised of, you know, how they're looking. Or I could do some on stream, since we've kind of covered... Did you actually set that donation up? Yeah, you did, okay. We could do some of those on stream too, because we've covered the basic mechanics of how that deck works. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's go get our dailies done for the day, though. We'll knock out 1 team trials round. We are still at promotion, but there's really not a lot of breathing room right now. I think we're at 517 and retention or promotion that's like 512. So it's very close. This could creep up on us. I'm not sure I want to run parfaits and rain totems right now, but we'll see how we feel about it tomorrow. Go knock our daily races out. Let's continue getting money. Which Taiki is it? It's you. This is our mile Taiki. Good. Daily shop. Good. I'll take a vodka star piece. Take a Mayana star piece. We'll take an alarm clock. Mile Championship we run all the time. Mile Races we run all the time. We can skip both of those. And then let's go take care of Racing Carnival too. So Racing Carnival flow is we just do each of these once a day. And we may need to do a couple more. Because there's a lot of exclusive events in here that we haven't gotten yet. We're not doing any of these auctions. We're just going to run this Taiki Shuttle for absolutely everything that's mile. And then mediums will use the Daiwa Scarlet that has the spark. Good. Grass Wonder down. Enjoy being in fourth, get blocked. We have our challenge gauge full. If this is a mile, we'll use Taiki. If it's a medium, we'll use Daiwa. It's a mile. You should be perfectly fine for this. Good. Another 2,000 points. Star pieces. Actually relevant star pieces. Because we should look at how many star pieces we need for L. I wonder if we're in statue range. It's something to think about. King Halo done. Let's do 1 RP. Knock out Saiyan with this Daiwa Scarlet. No. No! It's fine, we'll just get through it. He's clicking too fast, he's too excited. Sure. Sure. And then Special Week. No, and then Challenge Race. Extreme Challenge? Sure, man. I'm not afraid. Bad Mood Taiki. Good Parfait. We have 37 of them. Just in case. But the extreme races do give a ton of extra points. We can always get more Parfait later. And then just Special Week. We're going to need one more RP. We're going to get Medium Runner for that. Default Great Mood. A-okay. There we go. Racing Carnival Daily's done. Which also means normal Daily's done. Let's claim all of our stuff. Let's claim our limited time stuff. Making okay progress towards 100k. How's our exchange looking? We're at 23. Not really in any rush to spend early. We'll just wait until we get to the Rainbow Crystal Shard. And then let's go do our bingo spins. This does end in 1 day, and then we don't really have to worry about it that much anymore. We need to do 1 team trials run. We'll do that tomorrow on stream. Claim all of our prize coins. Hit the prize derby. Give me spins. We did not hit the first place prize. That's okay. We're close to pity. And we've gone through 8 bingo cards, which is pretty good. And then we'll grab the rest of our rewards. So that's going to do it for today. We've got a ton of carrots for obtaining trophies. That's another 500. We are at 21k out of 30k, which is our next pity target. If you are enjoying the Uma series so far, do make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is the best way for you to let me know that you were enjoying the stuff that I'm making. And if you have any comments, questions, etc. about what we're working on this account, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. I will catch you guys around for stream tomorrow. It's going to be Eastern time, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. or so. We'll see when we wrap things up. I'm probably going to end up being TP limited, but we do have a bit of toughness 30 if we wanted to slam some extra runs. So I'll see you guys around for that. Plan is to do either parent runs or CM runs because you've seen my process for those, and it'll just be something we can do on stream while we chat about the game. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good rest of your night.